So I've been putting together, my two brain cells lately. Christians, me, the folk that need the most help here. I'm like, listen, they got a good set of bones. I've been saying this for like a while. You know what I'm saying? They're just all mixed up and distorted and do weird shit, which I'm honestly obsessed with. I'm like, they're so fucking weird. That's why I'm like, I'm literally not, I don't feel any type of like embarrassment or anything at all anymore about being like strange or weird, because I'm like, no, they do like really weird shit. Like I just reposted like the lady who's like the head of faith at the White House, and she's like doing all sorts of weird shit to people. Cult leaders, like they're fucking weird. And they speak in fake tongues, by the way. Light language is real tongues. So now I know that they've been faking light language this whole time, or tongues this entire time. Because the real light language is actually tongues, what they call tongues or whatever. Anyway, well, at least, so that's what I'm saying. They already have the bones and the foundation. They believe in tongues, people speaking light language. They believe in reincarnation. They think Jesus is coming back. They believe in something coming from the sky. The aliens. They think it's angels. They believe in other dimensions. Heaven, hell, and earth. So I'm like, guys, we're kind of like on the same page here. I just use different language, but like, we're all on the same page here. They love Jesus. It's like, okay, start acting like him. So it's going to be very simple. It's going to be very simple and very hard to argue. So I'm really looking forward to this now, these days. These wackadudes. I am concerned about their access to objects that can penetrate, with metal. Guns and knives and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They have a weird obsession with that. Also very strange how a lot of Christians have an obsession with objects that can harm you, while also saying that they're obsessed with a man who did not stand for harm except for flipping tables and things like that, I'm all for a little bit of harm of not people or animals or any living creature except for bugs. Sorry. Bugs are a little different because they can harm you. Even creatures that can harm you, it's a little hard to, I'm not going to go wrestle or kill a fucking, stingray or jellyfish. But, a wasp or spiders, sorry guys, I'm on a different timeline with that because of soul incarnation. But anyway, I still think we need to treat animals humanely here. Hopefully we could stop eating them at some point. They told me they're going to bring technology for that, so. But for the time being, I still eat meat. You know me, I grasp with the weight of that. I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't have to eat fucking animals. But at the same time, I will have no hair if I don't eat animals. And yes, I can have lentils and beans and all that stuff, but like genuinely, I don't like that. So I'll work on it, okay? Promise. I will try. Anyway, I'm like, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be just fine here with the little Christians. Also, they manifested this shit. That's how you manifest stuff. You think it, you feel it, you believe it. They manifested it. All the bad stuff's happening to the earth. Revelation. So we're seeing that. We're seeing this huge awakening of people with Christ consciousness. Several people. I'm like, the Lord has my work cut out for me. That's all I have to say. Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to getting the weirdos out. Exercising their demons out. This like righteousness, this false prophetness, this like, we're following Christianity correctly. And I am like, yeah, you actually are following Christianity correctly, but that's a system of oppression. And that's what Jesus is here to take down. It's in the book. See, and that's the issue with like this whole situation, is that people use the book for convenience purposes. They don't actually use the book the way it's supposed to, except for like good Christians. I would say Jen Hamilton, she's a good Christian. But again, if you're a Christian, you're still in a system of oppression, so you're not really that good. You're close. Close but no cigar. Can't quite see it. That's okay. I know. I understand. I don't. I'm sorry. I left Christianity at 21 years old the second I took a tab of acid, so. I was ready to give up that shit so fast. Then the voices came in my head and said, God is dead. And I was like, you know what? I'm going with you, voice in my head. I'm going full nuts. So I've been full nuts, for a while here. I think my whole life, actually. And it's this place that's driven me nuts. It's not actually me, but I seem nuts because the place is nuts. So I'm actually, again, the sane one, and this place is actually nuts. I'm glad to know that as well now. That it wasn't me. It actually wasn't me. It was always them. And I fucking knew it. And now I have, proof. So I am stoked about that. I'm just not stoked about all the young souls that we agreed to come help. I'm like, do I have to help them? Can you just take me home? Country roads take me home to a place where I belong, West Virginia. Well, we're gonna go to heaven on earth, guys. Yep, we're gonna go there. And in order to do that, we have to give up all the lies. It's like in Harry Potter with Dolores Umbridge when she scribbles and she does that shit on Harry's hand and I mustn't tell lies. So all the Christians are just Dolores Umbridge. And nobody liked her bitch ass because she had a stick up her ass and she was a rule follower of Satan. Lord Voldemort. And so, yeah, that's such a bummer that you guys all got tricked by Satan himself. Which, again, is in that little book. He's very smart. Very smart. You just don't know how smart he is. So, I do feel a little bad for that. I mean, I was tricked by Satan, though. Totally got tricked by the man. Satan's a man in this world. Sorry, man. You're getting all the flack. Listen. I watched Joan of Arc, the messenger Joan of Arc last night, and I realized why I hated men. It comes from my past lives. She got burned at the fucking stake. I'm like, bitch, I have lung issues, and they told me it's because I was burned at the stake several times, though. So I wouldn't put it past me to be Joan of Arc either. Or a big chunk of her. I think there's a couple of us down here. Like I said, these souls got split up into many people, right? It wasn't just one, But she heard voices of God, and it led France to their freedom from England, and then she was wrongfully burned at the stake by men. And so I'm like, my hatred for men does not just come from this lifetime, although, I've had several encounters with the male species that has deeply impacted my view of them. Now, I have met good men, but none of them mattered. There's actually a good chunk of good men I've met, but literally none of them mattered because all my brain thinks about is all the horrible men that I see and obviously the ones that are doing pedophiles, rapists, all that stuff. So men, yeah, so sorry if you're a man in this society and you're a good one. You're going to be a leader, so don't worry. You're going to show men how to be, how to act. And the thing is good men don't get offended by my hatred of men. Because they have full awareness and understanding of this place. You know what I'm saying? And there's bad women out there too, don't get me wrong. But it's few and far between compared to men. And they're usually just submitting to men's bullshit. It's not because they're actually evil. You know what I'm saying? It's men leading the evil. Anyway, we'll get into that. Yeah, my hatred of men, it goes lifetimes. This goes back to 13th century France. No, but no, I'm serious. I really do think I was wrong by men. And that's why in this life, I'm going to crush them. I'm going to crush their hopes and dreams of patriarchy and oppressing women and all of this and hurting children. I'm going to crush it real good. So I'm really excited about that. I was like, thanks. See, they're always leading me to shit. They're like, see, your hatred could just come from this lifetime. It comes from lots of lives. So all of us women who are mad at men right now. Yeah, there's other lifetimes that they fucked us over. We've been in dissension for 13,000 years. That you've been fucking with shit. Your time's up. Now again, there is a good chunk of good men out there who will be leading the bad men into being good men. So we need you. We need the good men. Keep your shit together. Get your brains out of the gutter. We need you really bad. We need you more than women. Because the men are going to be the hard ones to... Women are easy peasy, living breezy. Men, it's going to be harder. Who wants to give up power?